Hello and welcome back to the MLB DFS Slate Breakdown for Thursday, May 29th. We're back. We're closing out May. One more day of May for the shows. Today is a 4-game slate. Tomorrow we'll have a big one. The last day of May. Good old Friday. But we're talking about today here. I'm your host, Tyler Wiemann. Come join us at LineStar. $39.99 per month gets you access to all we do. The props, the DFS, you get it all one low price. Now, as always, we're going to start off by the perfect lineups yesterday, then get into the winning lineups from yesterday, followed lastly by some stacks to consider today, some pitchers to consider today, and all that good stuff. Starting with FanDuel. Yesterday's perfect lineup, Matthew Boyd. He was a chalk pitcher, but he went absolutely nuts. And then we had a 4-man Washington stack, 2-man Cardinals, with 2 one-offs. So winning lineup went to It's Just Money. It's Just Money now has 10K extra. He had Boyd. He had a 2-man Chicago stack, 1-off of Baltimore, 3-man St. Louis, and then James Wood and TJ Friedel, who went nuts. James Wood just absolutely demolished the slate once again. Hit a home run, 3 RBIs, had a double, had a stolen base, had a run, had a walk. Just did it all to the tune of 40 points. Congrats to It's Just Money. You got 10K more. Now, let's get over to DraftKings and see what we got going. Matthew Boyd, Clark Schmidt. So another spot where it's 2 chalky pitchers. Then we had a 5-man Washington stack and one-offs where the winning lineup went to Sully Brochill. He won by 2 points. They had Schmidt, Boyd, had that 5-man Washington stack and 2-man KC with a one-off of PCA. So good old 5-2-1. That's 2 days in a row that it won. And I see a lot of names I recognize here in the top 10 yesterday. So it was a nice little Washington stack day. Now, let's dive into today's slate. So we got Zach Wheeler, 36% owned. He is 10.5K versus the Atlanta Braves. Super high owned. He's done very well versus the Braves. Makes a lot of sense to want to go with Wheeler at home. Now, he's in a tough spot, obviously, versus the Atlanta Braves, but he's had several very good outings versus them. Braves are a decent offense, though. Not one you totally love to face, but I don't mind them in this spot. I don't mind Wheeler in this spot. Next, let's go Mackenzie Gore, 31% owned, 9.3K versus the Seattle Mariners. Mariners have been raking, but versus lefties, 243 average. 329 WOBA, 175 ISO, so they hit the ball hard. That's over the last 150. Over the last 20, average is up a little bit, but ISO is way down. WOBA's about the same, striking out at 24%. Combined K rate, 29.5%. Gore has been very, very good over the last 20 starts. 3.14 FIP, 31.3% K rate. Over the last 5, 3.9 FIP, and a 34% K rate. I'm absolutely fine going to Gore here. He isn't as good when he is away, 23% less fantasy points away, but this is number 1 pitcher-friendly park in all of baseball. Makes some sense to go to Gore. I don't mind it, and I will absolutely take an ownership discount on him. Emerson Hancock, 6K, 31% owned. I struggle to want to go versus a hot-hitting Washington team and a pitcher that has a 5.62 FIP over the last 20 starts. And high-owned, I would rather get different, stack Washington again maybe, or, just go somewhere else in that 6K range. Ryan Gusto, 6.4K. He does have some K upside, but he has really struggled. 4.7 FIP in his start so far. 8.19 FIP over the last 5, though. It's another spot where I don't really want to go there. We got to talk about Chris Sale versus the Phillies. This game totals at 7.5. It's a pick'em game. He is way cheaper than Wheeler and way less owned. And this is a guy that is a Cy Young winner last year. 2.42 FIP, 2.62 over the last 5. He is absolutely dealing. Struggled the last 2 times out against Philly, but he's got over on them before. It's not like he's never done it. I personally am pretty interested in Sale as just a leverage option there. 18.25 projections, not all that bad. Also, got to talk about Jacob Lopez, I think. He is 3.82 FIP over his last, 4 starts, because that's all he's had. 25% K rate. StatCast data, he's allowing too many fly balls, but everything else looks good. There's a little bit of strikeout upside. He's only 7.4 K, super low owned. Went 91 pitches last week, 84 in the start before that. I mean, the profile's really not much different than Ryan Gusto, but he's had a little bit more success, and Toronto's had some trouble with lefties. So I think I would rather just go low-owned Jacob Lopez and then go with Emerson Hancock or Ryan Gusto there. Now, let's check over on FanDuel, see what we have here. Pitcher-wise, with our high-owned being Zach Wheeler. Gore coming in next at 10K, 600 less. I personally think I might go Gore over Wheeler in this spot. However, we do need to point out there is a 10-point projection difference. Might be hard to get off of too much Wheeler in that spot, but that's why he's going at 45% owned too. So I think you totally can. Just got to make sure the rest of your lineup is solid. And then Sale at 9.9K is interesting. Barrios at 8.2 and only 13% owned has some warrant as well. We know when he gets it together, he can really put up a good game. Can get you 40 plus at way cheaper. Just need, Wheeler or Gore or Sale to not go for 50 plus. And it's possible that they don't. Let's get over to some stacks and end this on a high note here. So, highest owned Toronto versus Jacob Lopez. I think this is just blatantly wrong. I do not think Toronto should be this high owned versus a lefty, which they have struggled. Our highest projected, we got Tampa Bay, Philadelphia. Definitely fine with some Tampa Bay. They've been swinging it well, and it's versus Ryan Gusto, who hasn't been doing that well. Philadelphia versus Sale is a tough sell to me, but they're super low owned, so I'm fine having a little bit of them. Highest value, we got Houston versus Shane Baz. Shane Baz hasn't been good over the last 5 with the 7.2 FIP. Makes a lot of sense to go there, and they aren't that high owned, so I like that spot. I also like Washington versus Hancock. Our high ceiling, Philly. High leverage, Philly. It's a hard one for me to go there personally, but I don't mind if you have a little bit. I don't mind stacking a little of both Atlanta and Philadelphia just as a leverage spot. Both offenses very good. And pitchers can have off days, so don't mind having a little bit. Toronto at 4.7, Houston at 4.3, Tampa at 4.2. I think Houston and Tampa make a ton of sense today, and the A's at 3.8 versus Barrios. Barrios can get lit up, so I don't mind going there. I also like the Washington stack versus Hancock. Very, very interested to see that they're all the way down at 3.7, though. Maybe they know something I don't right now. That's very, very possible. But 3.7 and 4.3 really isn't that big of a difference. So Washington going super low owned is very interesting to me. Now, that'll do it for us today, guys. Hope you guys have a good one. I'll be back with more tomorrow. A little bit longer of a show as we'll have a big slate then. Talk to y'all later. Peace.